investigations. That's what we're going to be working on this week in Unit 3. We will continue to be working with the 2 case files that we have in our units. So we have an investigation assignment, and you'll need to open up the attached files. So for Part A, notice you have Part A, Part B, you will be using Case 1, so make sure you're using the correct case files. You will conduct a research and investigation, and you will draft an authorization for release of information and a collision report request letter. Now here is the information that goes into the authorization, but of course this is not enough. You will need to actually have the form. And here's the letter, information for the letter, but of course this needs to be put into letter format. So where do you get that information, you may be asking? Well, as luck would have it, we have the authorization form here that you will use. So here is the form that you will use. You can just copy and paste it, remove the brackets, and fill in the correct information that goes in these brackets, and then remove the brackets. Check any of these that apply. And then if you want to know how to do these check forms, this is different on a PC and a Mac. So we'll look at PC first. You go to the Word options, customize ribbon, main tabs, and then developer. And then you're going to be under the tab developer here, and you will see this little check mark box. And that's how you do the forms. In a Mac, you can't quite see where my insert is up here. I guess you can insert, and then you will go down to shape, and then you'll click on symbols, and you will get the automatic. Just place your cursor where you want this to show up, click the checkbox that you want, and then it will insert it. So that's how you do that on a Mac. So you will continue putting in this information and removing all of the brackets. Use this format. Do not double space, single space this. Put your signature here. Again, just once more to reiterate, remove all of the brackets. I don't want to see italics or any brackets in your form, and your form should be formatted just like this. Next we have the letter. It's a request for a copy of a traffic collision report. You're going to draft this letter addressed to City of Minneapolis, Minneapolis Police Department. You'll look up the address. You can Google that and find the address very easily. Again, this is in letter format, so I would go to the template in Unit 1. This template, open up the document, and it shows you what letter format should look like. Okay, that's the first part, and then Part B, and you're using now Case 2, the other case, the sexual harassment case. Research and write a legal memorandum, so it's to, from, Ray, date, on defenses in sexual harassment cases. And you will locate U.S. Supreme Court cases on the topic. Now you can get a Westlaw password from your legal coordinator at your campus, or if you're online, Brian Craig, and I can give you his email address if you need it, is the contact person. You can also conduct research in other federal cases. They need to be federal cases. You will research the Faragher-Ellerth affirmative defense. That's what you're going to be researching. You can use LexisNexis, which is available through the online library if you did not get your Westlaw password, or free internet sites. I would recommend using. I typed in Cornell because I think Cornell Legal Institute provides a lot of information. Yours doesn't have to be in caps. It just had caps lock on when I typed this. Cornell Federal Case Law, and then I typed in the affirmative defense, and I got some good information here. Some cases that you can use. Make sure they're federal cases, but there's quite a few here. So that's a good search term to use if you're going to use the internet. Do not, and I repeat, do not copy and paste anything. You will take information about the defense and summarize it in your own words. If you take anything word for word, which I want it to be extremely infrequent, you need to use quotation marks and cite your sources correctly using Blue Book citation. So going back to the instructions, you're going to write a memo, legal memo format. Again, you can look at the Unit 1 template if you need help on what that should look like on defenses in sexual harassment cases. Federal law, and research this defense. Should be 2 to 3 pages in length with 1-inch margins, and this time you can double space and 12-point font. And then of course you are going to cite all your sources correctly using Blue Book citation. If you need help, I provided a video on using Blue Book citation and a few other sources about the Blue Book in the course to help you. Let me know if you have questions early on in the week. You will have quite a bit to do, so get a good start on this. And let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you. Thanks, everyone.